Hello! Hey there! Hey, bunnrings. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Hey, my dear bunnrings. I'm Koraka, your ever-curious and ever-loyal companion, and your personal guide to the retro realm of bunnhop! Konnichiwa! Korakira to Moshiban, yoroshiku onegai shiban! Welcome, my dear bunnrings, to episode 14, part 14 of our Chill Play Dragon Age the Veilguard series. If you notice, if you think that I am out of breath, it's because I am. I was scrambling to get this stream started on time, and we were about 2 minutes late, but that's okay. I just got back from the gym. How about you? How is your Monday night or Tuesday morning? or Tuesday afternoon going. I hope that you are starting your week right by you know, focusing on things that you really have to do. That's how I start the week right. That is my definition of starting the week right. Okay. So let's go and check our journal for quests. We've got our main quest here. Let me check what our main quest is. It says that we have to meet a Grey Warden contact in the High Anderfels. I feel like that's something that we should be doing, and yeah, that is why I decided to name or you know, pick the title for today's stream as such. But I do remember seeing a path that opened to us last stream in the Crossroads. The burden. The burden. A unique amulet, plus 30% damage while at low health. Low health triggers 10% earlier. Your health cannot go above 70%. Oh yeah, we don't like stuff like that. That's why we are not going to equip that. I think I'm okay with my current thing. My current amulet. How about this one? Oh, never mind. I don't really care. We are going to... Oh, yeah, okay. I remember what to do now. Before we head on over to the Crossroads, and also before we try to find the Grey Warden contact, which I think is going to be Davrin, we'll be adding a new companion to our list, to our team, which is definitely something I am looking forward to. We need to first talk to our companion. Where are you, Harding? Oh yeah, I do remember that in the previous stream, we did see Harding inside a different room when we looked at the map. So there's that. Can I upgrade you?
Manifestation.
I can upgrade you. I'm happy. Found at least 20 mementos and returned them to the caretaker. I'm so happy that our caretaker is gaining more power. We're just not using them. We are definitely not using the caretaker to upgrade our equipment. I am okay at the moment. I'm not dying or anything. Well, we are also playing in a in the storyteller mode. So there's that. Thank you for the bun wave, bro. Thank you. Welcome back. We've got a new quest, I think.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
The wisps are...
I can help with that.
ruining
I
your
started
stuff?
this. I'll deal with it.
The wisps are putting your stuff across the lighthouse? Just you know, showering the lighthouse with different people's stuff? Is that what's happening? Or could they be taking Nev's possessions and then putting it in random people's rooms? Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, "Hi guys, can't stay long. How's things? Thank you so much for dropping by. We always appreciate your presence, Scott." Oh,
I don't know. I think they're cute. So cute.
oh.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe
I
they
pressed
like you.
something. Sorry about that. I pressed something. I shouldn't be pressing.
Do you
stuff
follow the
in the middle of
chantry?
the dialogue.
The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
Oh, she is
I
Andrastian.
barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister?
Ooh,
they mentioned
DDD.
you twice.
Triple D.
That was a hit piece.
Really? It was against her? That sounded interesting. Deadbeat Magister, Demon, Diamond. I hope you are doing well, Scott, and I hope you get a good night's sleep. I wish you all the energy you'll need to face tomorrow and to enjoy your Tuesday. That was a hit piece. A hit piece is not nice. Hit piece typical. That's not nice.
Well, that's awful.
It was against the Magister. I was the footnote.
Oh,
Still.
oh, hit piece
job got
against the
done.
Magister. Okay.
Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
What?
That's mean.
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Oh, I feel bad for her. Scott says, getting better, the heat wave has gone for now at least. We read that France reached, I think, 42 degrees Celsius temperatures last week. That's awful. And I remember you said that I think it was 30 degrees where you are, Scott, in England. I'm really glad to hear that it's not as hot as it was last week, because I really cannot stand heat, and I don't wish extreme temperatures on anyone except my enemies. Rose says, "Oh, I'm glad that the weather has gotten better. I really hope that the heat stays away for good." I agree. Into winter, probably tragic. Yeah.
Trust me,
proof.
Balara. I've read these serials before. Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What?
What about the most innocent?
Yeah.
I don't know. They die.
What?
All right,
That's
Belle.
terrible.
You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you.
I hope
I'd
she
like to go
doesn't
back
get
anyway.
too
Spend time in
traumatized by
Darktown,
the
pick up
ending.
gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Oh, so that's how we're gonna spend more time with Nev. Oh. Theories on the Scarred Queen, written in Balara's scrawling hand. Nev, first three issues are done. Already have some theories. So the way the Scarred Queen talks is very formal, very fancy. No one else talks like that in the Scarred Queen. She's the only character, I guess, who talks like that, except the Warden Commander. And so far, they've never shared a single scene. So is the Scarred Queen also the Warden Commander? Starting to think that they're the same person, written in Nev's cramped hand. Nice series, Belle, and more interesting than the Scarred Queen and the Warden Commander being sisters. If you want a theory back, some evidence points to the Scarred Queen being a manifestation of Malin's anger. When you read about her harrowing, ooh, someone's some age. The writer is very careful not to say how it ended, not concretely anyway. Why leave that out? Feels deliberate. Nice that they're getting closer. There's another one next week, apparently, says Scott. Oh no! Oh no! That's really bad. I wonder why. Is it just because of global warming? Is it inevitable? Rose says, yeah, 42 in Europe is crazy. 42 in Asia is already extreme. Big OMG, be gone, heat, be gone, says Rose. I know. I'm manifesting that there will be no heat waves anywhere in the world. No longer. Be gone, heat wave. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says my white guy jeans are not happy. I also wouldn't be happy, and I don't think being Spanish is considered white if it's mixed with other genes. I think that means you're Hispanic. So.
How did you get so good at fixing alluvians?
Ooh, Harding.
Oh, it's mostly a survival thing. Accidentally release a couple demons or rile up the local wildlife with misdirected magic a few times and you learn what not to do.
Oh,
That's how she learned how to tinker with stuff. I'm so glad to see Harding hanging out with Balara here, drinking her tea. I think she loves floral tea, don't you, Harding? Like me, I love floral tea. Neatly written grocery list, a list in Lucanis' handwriting. We've read that. I think that our lighthouse is becoming more and more lived in. and elegant. Clean, not messy, just the way I like it. I'm glad to see they're both hanging out there. Thank you for the Bunwave emotes on Twitch as well, Rose. I think God hates us, says Scott. Maybe. 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 He says before that, luckily it cooled down in time for the card show I went to. Oh yeah, I saw your post. And he had to walk 45 minutes. What's a fun time? Oh no, that's a long time to walk. There was this time when the company I was working for, it was previously sharing a kind of like a small office space in Shibuya near the Bosch office, if I'm not mistaken. But they moved to somewhere deeper in Shibuya.
Right?
Hello, Nev. And then they moved to a house. Yes, a house. Okay, I worked at a house for a couple of months. I can't even believe it. It's a house that is being leased to foreign students. I think they are of either South Asian or Middle Eastern descent. They are male students, foreign students. But the dining area was converted into an office. I know, it's shocking, I know. I was shocked too. So when they moved to that area, it was very far that I had to walk for like about 25 minutes. I know it's not as bad as 45 minutes, but I had to do it every day. So there's that. Oh, Lucanus is on top of is on the balcony today.
Mierda. This place makes my eyeballs itch.
Is it because nothing makes sense, I guess? Well, I am happy to see that they are taking in the scenery, taking in the sights, going around the lighthouse, enjoying their time here, familiarizing themselves with the different rooms. That room is still powered down. I'm going to just visit my brother Varric, and then we'll go to the Crossroads and explore that area that opened up last stream, toward the end of last stream, before
The
we
food
go
here's
meet
better
Davrin.
than at the Hanged Man.
Good
The
to hear
Fade
that.
doesn't have weevils, I think.
Is that what they were serving at the Hangman? Weevils? Not it's not good. Rose says, to be fair, Scott, even people who are used to heat would struggle a lot too. I agree. 42 is too much. I think people who might be used to heat, maybe they were born and raised in a tropical country, they would be, I think they would be fine up until maybe 35 degrees. But 42, But I do remember you said that it was about 30 degrees last time. I don't really know, because yes, I was born in a tropical country. I did stay here up until 10 years old, and then from then on I would be going back and forth between Japan and here. So I don't know if I count, but yeah, I hate heat. I hate the heat. Rose with the bun cry emotes. Oh no. I'm gonna change my party. I'm gonna bring Harding and Valara. Yes. A rogue and a mage. Scott says that's the tamest Japan story I've ever heard. I know. It's not the dark side of Japan. It's working at a share house. Shared by foreign students. A good thing is that we have a bigger pantry because it's a kitchen. We had a bigger pantry because it was a real kitchen. But Japanese kitchens are tiny. They are quite small. But yeah, like we had like a really long table spread out in the dining room of the house, and this is in the Shibuya ward, Shibuya-ku. And and then that's where we worked. That's where we worked. Startups, Japanese startups are a thing. Are a thing. They are something else. I don't know. Maybe it's the same across all startups all over the world. It could be the same. It's hard to find a good co-working space. So yeah, I don't even know why they chose a house. But yeah, because it was a residential area, it was quite far. Same thing. I had an internship that I didn't really finish. I quit after a while because I had just been injured and I wasn't really feeling well mentally and physically. So I had an internship for a Japanese startup, and they were working on an app. I'm not really gonna share what kind of app. It's not an adult app, of course. It is an educational app. Yeah, that's the industry. Oh, thank you, friend.
Choke them down clean.
It's an educational app for children, for the kiddos. It wasn't.
You've been Strife in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlethan Forest while we were searching for Solas. Strife and Ireland helped us navigate the Fade.
That's so cool. I do remember
I heard
Mia
about
saying
that.
something about that.
Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
I agree. So this one goes to the Arlethan Forest. Did we go to the wrong place? I feel like we might have gone to the wrong place. Okay, so yeah, so as I was saying, what did he say? Why did he have to say eyeball, says Rose? I don't know why too. Why didn't he just say eyes? As I was saying, yeah, there was another startup, Japanese startup, and it was part of an internship that I had for school and for university, and it was also a house. It was also a house. Maybe Japanese startups just rent houses, I guess. Maybe it's a thing. I'm not sure if Western startups also do that. Maybe they do. I feel like they also do. Maybe it's common across the globe. I don't think it's bad per se. It's neither good nor bad. It's just interesting because I've never. Before that, I had never worked at a. I had never used a house as an office. He needs a doctor, says Rose. I know Lucanus has problems with his eyes, I guess. His eyeballs. There is that thing. It was this one. Okay, let's go that way. Haha, much wilder things go on in Japan, says Rose. Yes, that is true. I just found it interesting because, you know, I had to do that every single day. I had to walk 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes to get from the station, from the closest station to the house. That was the office. No, it's not that one either. It's the part of the Crossroads with people. I guess it was the other way. You know what? You know what? It's not this one. I'm sorry. We went to the wrong area of the Crossroads. To the wrong island.
Onward, dweller.
The Rose says even 30 plus is terrible. Yes, for us it's not something we enjoy. 24, 25 I would say is good. Scott says I like how manga artists cram whole teams of people into their apartment stall. Yeah. That's a thing too. I've seen that somewhere. I think on TV. Maybe it was NHK. Maybe I was able to watch the show that you were talking about last time, Scott. Maybe I did. I just couldn't remember it. But I do have a vague recollection of seeing a manga artist, like the lead artist, of a manga firm, and yeah, his office is basically I can't remember if it was a house or just like a bigger apartment. But yeah, there's that. OMG, says Rose. And she adds, it's scary going to a random house a while away from the nearest station. I know. Good thing I didn't have much anxiety when I was living in Japan back then, so I didn't think that anything bad would happen. I did the wildest, weirdest things, like not locking my front door. Well, I did live in a kind of like a compound. I had a Japanese family living next door, and if something goes wrong, I could always just, you know, go there. If something went wrong, rather, I could always just, you know, seek help there. So I did feel safe enough to not lock my front door. It's also because I had someone coming in who was working nights. Yeah, I had someone else living in that house who was working nights. So I wouldn't want to be disturbed while I'm sleeping if ever they, you know, come back early and I'm still asleep. Where is it? I can't seem to find this new part of the Crossroads that we unlocked last stream. It's one of these ones. I'm pretty sure it is somewhere here. Manben Goated Show. Maybe it was Manben. Oh, it's this one! Yay!
They're dug in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
I can't go up there. Ooh, there's a treasure there.
Careful,
a ladder
ahead.
too, and a ladder too, rather.
Take him out!
I'll take them out gladly. Oh, thank you so much for coming, Scott, even if it's quite late for you. We really appreciate it.
End it now.
It was very kind of you. Much, much, much appreciated. Ah, did you see that on Manben, says Rose? Scott says, that theme song has been burned into my brain for a decade. The theme song from Manben? I'll have to look that up. That does tend to happen, says Rose. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, let's go ask Lucanus for those. And she adds, can't wait to meet the next companion. Yeah, we will. Oh, I think we've already done that last stream.
Take out those crystals and we cut off the power they're channeling.
We took the chest from that. Yeah, but I have to know where the unguarded crystal is. Myself? I'm talking to myself. I have to know where it is myself. Because that one is guarded. It's sealed rather, and it's guarded. Yeah, we'll have to go way up. Davrin! I can't wait to meet Davrin too. I know people who suggested we romance Davrin. We'll see. We'll see if he is our type. But also, I will be making a poll once we have met all of the companions to see who we should be romancing. Because we do believe in communal romance here. Here at bunnhop, we do believe in communal romance.
Coming at range!
These guys are tough. Apprentice Sulium. Combo opportunity. Okay, why not?
Right on him!
There we go. I do remember we have to level up. There's that. 1 crystal. Down.
Oh, we did it!
We did it, indeed, Solara. Rose says, yes, thank you so much for always being
Fenharel
me.
altars.
Another Fenharel altar. She adds, please do feel free to sleep because it's very late where you are, right? Yeah, I don't want to keep you up, Scott. Even if, of course, I do enjoy your chat and companionship. I know how it feels to not have enough sleep, and the following day I don't have enough energy to face the day and to be functional. But that's just me. That's just me and my multitude of chronic stuff. The trials of the gods, the memory of a sermon given on the spot still lingers. How does one serve a god? For the poor soul still enthralled to the Avenurists, that question has been answered for them. Service is no longer willingly given. It must be rested, and it must entertain. Mythal called her people together and offered this morning. Shall you kneel in terror, work mindlessly, parrot my virtues, and think it the greatest of compliments to me? Do not merely follow the wise, seek the wisdom they sought. There we go. Wise Mythal. And how then does one serve a god who scorns both servility and unexamined divinity? The answer is in the trials they set for the chosen. We must embody their virtues and know their regrets. There is no greater offering than to understand. Among people who worship the Avenurists, that's probably the wisest. That is probably the wisest Avenurist worshipper that we've encountered. The Venatori Siphon and Crystal uses blood magic to slowly heal nearby enemies? That's terrible. Scott says, Naoki Urusawa presents it, and he wrote the theme song. Usually I can tank late streams, but I have responsibilities. Yes, we all do. Sometimes it's tough. I understand it's tough when we've got responsibilities. I will have to look that up. I will do it after the stream. Thank you so much for the suggestion. NHK show theme songs can be a very, orchestral or jazzy at times. So definitely they're usually great. I love almost all the theme songs that I can remember from NHK. The Way of Peace, a pantomime theater mask of Solas. In narrative, she is the hearth you leave and return to, the comfort that bookends a journey where everything, especially self, has become unfamiliar. That is good. Solas, I guess. Solas. When we were at the gym earlier today, about 2 hours before the stream, I was, or 2.5 hours before the stream, I guess. I was watching the show on NHK, Dining with the Chef, and they were making appetizers, or side dishes rather. One was with nangaimo, and what else was it? Natto. I love natto. I know that a lot of people don't like natto. I don't also see it as something that I always crave, but if there is natto, I will eat natto. Natto. There we go. Excuse me. Rose says, oh nice, I'm curious to hear the theme song now, lol, but I hope you can get enough sleep, Scott. I hope so too. Scott says, I shall retire to the cave. Enjoy the rest of the stream. I'll catch up tomorrow. Thank you for the pink waving heart emotes. They're so cute. Good night, Scott. Thank you for dropping by. Have a good night's sleep. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I wish you all the great, the happiest dreams in the world.
Better be ready.
They're back? How dare you? They respawn. I guess we should have finished the puzzle first. Before they respawn.
Finish them off.
Sorry. There we go. Anything else here? I guess I got sidetracked, like I usually do. If only we could access all NHK channels. Oh yeah. We've got BS1, BS2, NHKE, which is their educational channel for children. Rose says already, Scott. Thank you so much for watching. It's always so great chatting. Take care, and I hope you manage to stay cool. Oh yeah, I hope you drink a lot of cold water, or whatever cold beverage you prefer. Good night, Scott, says Rose. Scott says, Scott drops some smiling emote and a pink waving heart. Thank you for that.
That's
Sorry
another
about
barrier down.
the cuffs. It's because I'm drinking my protein shake. Oh my. We should have activated it when we were already on top of this cliff. We buy this protein shake from the gym every time we're done with the workout. And because it's so heavy, we don't eat lunch anymore. We just drink this. This yummy shake. It's got what are they called? Peanut butter, bananas, chocolate protein shake powder, and milk, and skim milk and stuff. Ooh. Thank you, Fen Harrell. That's another skill point for us. Is that it? That is the only use of that skill thing? Why, Lucanus? Can you not help us? Oh, there we go. Maybe I wasn't looking at the right direction, I guess. I don't know. I thought Lucanus didn't want to help us anymore from across the fade. Okay, we need to get that, whatever that is. Do we have power crystals or anything that we can use? I guess not. We've got that thing over there. But how do we... Oh, there we go. How do I... Where's the next crystal thing? Oh wow, they respawned. I can't see where the next crystal is. The Rose says Lucanus needs some eye drops.
Your death is foretold.
Agreed. Foretold by who? Gillinane? Gillinane and... Or Elgarnan. Gillinane, Elgarnan, Gillinane. It sounds so silly though, their names. Where is it? Where's the next one? Am I having eye issues like Lucanus too? Because I cannot see the third or the last one, or one of the other ones rather. We've read that before. Blood. That's what they use for blood magic. Terrible, terrible people. Those Venatori. Rose says both names are a mouthful. Yeah. Gillinane. Elgarnan. Let me see. Let's break more of these blood magic. Blood. I think Dracula should be one of the Venatori, because vampires do need their blood. But then they might fight, because vampires do need to drink the blood. Drink the blood that the Venatori needed for blood magic. No more blood for you, Venatori. Oh, is it over there? There we go. Great job. Lucanus, help me. Or rather, Spite. Spite.
Looks like we're doing this.
For the gods of Tevinter, you guys are helping elven gods.
This cannot withstand us.
But whatever. Rose says, I hope you get to talk to Solas again. What is he doing and all? He's meditating. Is a common light armor? I don't know that.
Time to fight.
Not really hardened. Oh, can we not use that? Okay. Let's go fight then. Let's go fight. Yeah, I do hope that we see Solas again. But I think the game will tell us when he's available to speak to us. Why did I just take it? Take it. Why do I have to take it? I feel so much more energetic and reinvigorated because this is the first day in the past 4 days that I got enough sleep and we both got enough sleep. Enough hours rather. Because yeah, so today is a Tuesday for us. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We didn't get enough sleep. Boop. But yeah, aside from sleep, it's also because we went to the gym and it does help with our energy levels. It kind of boosts your energy a little. When you do a little bit of physical activity, workout. It was kind of sad that last week we couldn't go to the gym at all. It's because we had to catch up with tasks that I made for myself 2 years ago in 2024. I set those tasks for myself toward the end of 2024, probably around September. But I only managed to work on them. There we go. To complete them, rather. I only managed to work on them late last year and then early this year, and then I just completed them last week. Monday and Tuesday last week. So there's that. So I do feel very much accomplished.
The Venatori can't lock us out anymore.
Good job, team! Yay! I feel very much accomplished. That's also why.
Watch ahead.
There we go. Boss fight. Smoldering blood sword. I do remember Gab's smolders.
Maybe from components they found here so they could seal up the doors.
A YouTuber recommended to us by Scott. Wait, oh yeah, there's a Fenhero. No, this is an Evanurus altar. We did see one of her Let's Plays. A long time ago. Let's go ahead and tackle all these. I can't see them. There we go. The Evanurus thingy. My aim. There. My aim is terrible. Where else do we have those? I don't even know what they are. What are they? I can hear you. Where are you? I hear it on my left. Oh, there. There we go. Evanurus altar. Plus 100 health. I do need to go up. and for Spike to help us with the platforms again, because there is a resource that I can see down that ladder. And so let's go ahead and get that resource. There we go, a little bit of platforming. Done. Done and dusted. Are there any other... Whoopsies. I almost fell. That's auto death for our rook. I don't know why, but our rook cannot swim and also cannot land on her feet. There is something wrong with her. No, I would just say that, you know, that's just how the game works. I would say that that is not part of my OC. My OC can swim. She is a warrior too, and then she is not also afraid of heights.
Watch ahead.
Flame Cloak Magister. Well, I can be ranged too. You just have to be patient. Be a little more patient. Did I miss that?
Great job, Rook.
Thank you, little baby.
There. That's what the Venatori are after.
The Fenharel altar? What's so special about it?
That wolf statuette. You've seen them before. Better keep it safe.
A piece of the past. So are the Venatori just after Fenharel statues now? Statuette, as we said, because you know it's tiny. It's a statuette, not a statue. Okay, let's go visit the Anderfels now. I'm just gonna go ahead and fast travel back to the beacon so that we can cross the sea of the Fade, the waterless sea, with the help of the caretaker. I love them. Look at them.
To other shores.
They're so mysterious and mystical and magical. Helpful too. Very helpful. I don't like my I don't like my shield. It's a bit too spiky for me. If you don't know, if you're not aware, I'm a big fan of Art Deco or Art Deco design. But also some of the light fixtures or design elements too, not just light fixtures, not just chandeliers. It can also be other design elements and decors in the Art Deco or Art Deco style are rather spiky in nature. In form, rather, in their physical form, they are quite spiky, and I don't like. I'm not very fond of them. They are definitely not for me. Oh, we got that 37 helm, 37 defense. Let me see. Is there anything better than that? No. And we also cannot sell them, if I'm not mistaken. We got 180 here, but because it's a common one instead of a uncommon one, we'll just keep that for now. Even if it's spiky. I know we can also change the costumes. Sorry, the appearance rather of our equipment, but I'm okay. I'm all right. Skull Crasher. Look at that. It looks like a burb. Burb. But this is better. Fade Touched War Axe. It also doesn't look as ridiculous, so I'll take that. Millennia ago, the armies of the elven gods wielded axes like this one. Really? Fade Touched War Axe? It looks. Ooh. Sorry about that. I right-clicked somewhere else. I right-clicked on my second monitor. Let me look at my belt. Ooh, this one! There we go. We've got 1,135 healing plus 20% healing received, specifically designed to allow easy access to larger and more plentiful potions as needed. I wish we could sell our stuff, but not really. Wow, huge, says Rose. Yeah, that axe, the war axe, was huge. Let me see. I'll keep that. Barrier or stagger? I think I'm fine with the Magister's bargain. There we go. Worn by Tevinter Magister's inventory alike. The shard that sits in these rings is capable of drawing blood from an open wound. That's disgusting. But, but because it gives us 20% bleeding damage and plus 20% damage versus bleeding enemies. I'll keep that. We've got more runes now. Rune Midgards. I think I'm okay with my current rune, Ravage. Deals 50% more damage versus health for 20 seconds. I'll keep this. The Siege. There we go. How about our companions? I'll deal with skills off stream. If I don't have time off stream, I'll deal with them later towards the end of the stream. We'll see. Or the start of the next stream. Our next stream. The next one will be on Wednesday night. Okay, I think that's it, right? We are with Bellara and Harding right now. Okay, we've got 7 skill points to allocate later. Toward the end of the stream. We've only got 1 Revenant essence. We have to go and fight more Revenants so that we can open up more stuff. Okay. Two more places to unlock. Is that it? Let me check again. Yeah, I think so. 3 more places to unlock. I am going to do a hard save here before we move on to our next destination, our main destination and main goal for this stream as well, which is to go to the High Anderfels and meet Davrin. Ooh, another island has opened up for us, I guess. Thank you, my dear friend caretaker.
Places between.
Let's go, little friend.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
It's freezing.
I keep telling myself it's not real, but it sure feels like it.
I mean, it is real. It is still real. I know that the Fade is the world of dreams, but since we're here, it is connected to the real world. Heights of Athens. The Crossroads remind me of this thing that I read from Elder Scrolls lore, where Daedra, ooh, I'm getting a little bit of stuttering there. I hope that doesn't happen frequently. Daedra cannot build on their own. They cannot build anything. They don't have imagination. So what they do is that inside their realms, they've got each Daedra has their own realm. Sheogorath, for example, the Daedric Prince of Madness, my favorite, voiced by one of the best, perhaps the best voice actor in the entire universe, Mr. Wes Johnson. He has Shivering Isles as his main realm. And from what I've read in Elder Scrolls lore is that these realms by the Daedra, owned by each Daedric prince.
Lace, I was just thinking about this.
So what was I saying? Yeah. Each of these realms, they're basically modeled after something. About basically it's like how it's all like a hodgepodge of different things in the real world, or rather in you know, in Tamriel.
Old elven lullaby.
There we go. That's what I meant to do.
They're at range.
Old elven lullaby? What are we talking about? So their realms, the Daedric Prince's realms are just a copy, a hodgepodge of different things from Tamriel. Yes, excellent voice.
If the Darkspawn are
says
here,
Rose.
the blight on this island must be running wild.
If the Guardians can't handle them, then it's up to us.
But Lara, you were telling
Now, where were we?
Harding about an
right.
old elven
Please,
lullaby. Right?
I was just thinking about this old elven lullaby.
Yeah, okay.
It goes, Irsatel Mithalas Matheneras.
Did you say Isatuno?
I didn't, but it sounded like that, didn't it? I knew you'd catch that.
That's Elven. What does it mean?
Something to do with
We
the
don't
song.
really know. It's an old lullaby with old words. Irsatel might mean I'm empty, full of nothing, if I had to guess. I don't know why I brought it up. It just came to me.
But also in Dwarven, Isatuno means you're one with everything, right? But in Elven, it means that you're empty, you're nothing.
Trouble coming.
That's interesting. Even if they do sound the same. But it is very interesting to learn about these similarities between languages. Isn't that? That's a very familiar insignia. There you go. Even in the real world, there are things where it's like at a party, people were talking about this last year, where there are Chinese words that are similar to Malaysian words, that are similar to Thai words, that are similar to Indonesian words, that are similar to Filipino words, that are, you know, like, they're all like similar. Something like that. I can't quite remember, but you know, there are also different Chinese languages too, so. Still waiting. Everyone else has left, with the fate sundered from the physical world by this new veil. This was written pre-veil. It's harder to reach this place, and people want the safety of home. They say the Evanurians are gone, but I promised the Dreadwolf I would help. My work here isn't done yet. I'll stay as long as I can. Sarah Baron, last of their team. One of the ancient elves, stayed here. Even if the Solas has constructed the veil. But yes, even in real life, there are words that sound similar to one another. Because of trade, I would say because of trade.
Careful ahead.
Nice hit, Rook.
Trade.
Finish them off.
Trade is quite comfortable. I am very much interested in history and all that. Lots of different things. I would say that I am a jack of all trades, master of none, when it comes to the quote-unquote soft sciences. Social sciences. I don't really like it being called soft sciences. I would rather it be called social sciences, because that's what it is. Those are what they are, social sciences. So I do enjoy learning new things about history, or talking about history, philosophy, psychology, anthropology, sociology. Those are my favorites. But also art history. I did take 3 courses
Valara,
of art
what
history
if
in
Irsa
university.
Telnal was never Elven, but a mispronunciation of Isatunal. Maybe they knew it had something to do with the Titans and tried to write it down.
And got it wrong. Then over time, the sounds shifted.
Maybe.
That's brilliant. The lullaby's full of words that don't make sense in Elven. If this is why... I have to go look at it again.
I'm happy that she's happy. That's possible. That is quite possible. Maybe it was actually a dwarven lullaby sung by elven people who were close friends with a dwarven Tig. I'm just exploring blindly at the moment. Rose says, yeah, people shouldn't be looking down on those fields of study. I don't even know why. It's like, I understand that hard sciences STEM is quite important, but if your society doesn't progress because you only focus on the hard sciences, then okay, then it's up to you. Tincture Kit +5, specifically designed to allow easy access to larger and more plentiful potions as needed. There we go, more healing for us, and it's been equipped. It just got upgraded. It is interesting how upgrading in Veilguard is quite different from, if I'm not mistaken, from all of the other Dragon Age games. Previous Dragon Age games. We've got here a statue. It's very familiar. Is that a Grey Warden statue, I wonder? Nice music. People should prize both both STEM, you know, science and technology, quote unquote hard sciences, but also social sciences.
We got company.
They're both equally important in every society, every culture, every we need experts in all of those fields. And a lot of people wrongly assume that social sciences are easier. No, if social sciences are easier, then most people would be like critically able to do critical thinking, and unfortunately I haven't really met a lot of people who are able to. I would very much love to meet more people who are into social sciences and critical thinking and analysis and all of that. The Blighted Tree. This is a holy place. The tree draws strength from the earth, just as the first elves did. Some younger elves grow trees in the cities to honor their ancestors. Roots have a tendency to dig down and gnarl up, then twist around things they aren't supposed to, though. Hoping that metaphor doesn't stick. Assan. That is the Blighted Tree.
That is not a healthy tree.
I know. Very, very clear to see that. Pardon. I wonder why. So, was this tree already blighted during the time of Solas and Assan and the Avenures? Has it always been blighted? That's really interesting to think about. This area is a little bit more on the macabre side of things, and depressing because of the snow.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
We're not even done with the Avenur's altar. There we go. Boop boop. It's down there. Should we take the zip line? Is there a single part of this tree that we can kill? No. It is just a blighted tree. It is a tree that is blighted. Ooh, Oh, okay. We need to kill 50 darkspawn. We need to unalive 50.
Every time we destroy a blight growth, I feel like I need a bath.
Disgusting indeed. I hate it. It slows us down too. It slows us down when we try to walk on its roots. Scary stuff. Let me try to find more of the Avenur's thingies. There are darkspawn waiting for us downstairs. Let's go. Let's go and entertain them. Let's go. How do I get across? Ooh. Was that a Fenhara altar down there too? Oh, yeah.
Another of those Fenharel altars.
You've got a lot of them. Where is it pointing at? Or where is it pointing to, rather? Did I bypass a small area? I feel like I might have. I'm getting lost. Help me, help me. No, that is the entrance. There we go. I always keep forgetting to look at my map. There we go. My compass, rather, not my map, because that would mean my big map, my world map. So we've got a Fenharel altar pointing that way. That must mean it's up there.
That's a problem.
What? Oh, darkspawn. That's
Nice
okay.
rook.
They're not the really big ones.
I found another line in the lullaby that I think started as Dwarven and then became Bad Elven.
Oh, go on.
Irsana and Ma. In Elven, it could mean I'm filled with nothing. But what if it's actually Isana?
The dwarven word for lyrium?
Ooh.
Isn't lyrium Titan blood? The next line's about the elven gods. Your lyrium brings pride to the gods. They did use lyrium, we know that much.
Wow.
Interesting stuff.
Is this difficult for you? I don't have to keep going.
No, keep going. I'm invested now.
But I'm worried though. I hope she doesn't feel too burdened by it. Ah, there's one over there. Oh, here we go. That's how you go down. More darkspawn our way. Blocking our path. There's a biggie over there.
Get clear!
Oh no. I was too slow. I love exploring so much. We've been playing Ragnarok online recently. We started last year. Oh, sorry, what did I say? Last week. Actually, it was 2 weeks ago. So it was about, I think it was Saturday or Sunday 2 weeks ago. The week before last. There we go. Yay! We still need to find those Fenharel stuff, statuettes. So what we did was, the first time I played in IRO was in 2018, I I even have a photo of my first character. It's... I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, I'm out of protein shake, so better drink my water. Hydrate, hydrate. I encourage you all to hydrate as well. There we go, we've got one of those. I need to remember that there is another one. There is another Fenharel statuette, there we go, that we have to collect somewhere. A memento? For me, the long night, a pantomime theater mass of Fallon Din. In narrative, he's the unfamiliar that precedes change. The willing sleep that calms or changes desire. Endings were different in the time of immortals. I wonder if the ancient elves were really immortals, or... I guess they were. Maybe just aging was really different and you don't really die naturally. You didn't die naturally. You just go on a
Another
long
tendril
slumber.
gone. Don't let it get on you.
Hibernation. Yeah, that would be disgusting if you let it get on you. But yeah, I think I have a photo of my... I'm not sure if it... I guess it wasn't my first character, but my main character as a... as an acolyte.
Anyone else feel like these buildings could collapse at any moment?
Scary
Let's
thought
not linger
harden.
here.
That is probably pointing over there. Up there. Really, really high up. Okay, let's go. Let's be careful not to fall down. So as I was saying, in 2019, late 2019, we moved countries, so I couldn't really play. And then the next time we did play was 2021. And that was when we did a lot of the quests. That was when we were very serious. We took questing very seriously. But after that, sometime maybe late 2021, we stopped questing because I was getting worried that my computer would be overloaded. My hard drive would be, or hard disk rather, would be overloaded with footage. With video footage for each of the quests. So what we did was that every time we played, we would play like a couple of weeks to a couple of months per year. Crystals? Oh yeah! Nice crystals, Galara. I wish I could mine them for you. And for myself. So we did play...
That's not growing back.
In early 2022 briefly, because we moved countries again. We moved back to Japan, and we were there for about 8 to 10 months. I can't remember. I think 8 months. When we moved back here because I got injured.
We're not going that way. At least not until we clear away that blight.
Those blight tendrils we saw led right here. That's our answer.
So we started playing again 2023, late 2023. And then, but we were just mostly, instead of questing, we focused all our time and attention leveling up.
The path can be breached. Bring what the gods have hidden.
Look at this. This is so beautiful. What is this a mural of? Trading. Someone is trading, selling their, is that lyrium? Being sold to someone else, and they're paying in coin and gold, I guess. Lots of bones, I agree with you, friends. So I guess we cannot go this way. We need a champion's essence for that. But yeah, we just focus on leveling up a lot. We made a lot of characters, leveled them up, and we didn't really go questing again until last year. I think early last year we were leveling up and also questing, and then eventually we just started questing again, especially because we got I got another hard drive. Is it a solid state drive? I can't remember. I don't know what they're called really. I'm not a techie person, but another 2 terabytes worth.
Do
Basically.
a lot of elven ruins float like that? I've never seen anything like it.
Beautiful.
And I've been all around Thetis several times.
Not until recently, Solas changed something with this ritual. I know an elf who camped in some ruins, woke up and found that they'd ended up in the clouds.
Oh no, how
How'd
did
they
they
get
get
down?
back down? Yeah.
Oh, they haven't. Too far up.
What?
We send them food and water.
What?
Ah, thank you for that new nightmare.
That's terrible. That's terrible. I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. Can you really not help them go back down? Scary thought. Oh, this used to be a mine, I guess. So, yeah, we went back to questing. We did the episodic quests last year.
Over there. Another entryway.
Oh,
Like the
another
one that took
Solas
us to
memory.
that Solas
Yay.
memory.
And then this year, about 2 weeks ago, we started questing again. I cannot save because we found a memory.
There. It's happening
Long-haired
again.
Solas.
We're in another of Solas's memories.
The
Remember
non-egg
last time?
Solas.
The past really can still hurt you.
But yeah, I feel better that I am able to catch up with the lore now. Because we, yeah, like I said, we didn't really go.
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Thank you.
Spirits, fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solas. Whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
Is he summoning spirits? I think Andaran Atishan means hello, right? Isn't that an elven greeting? I think so. Yeah, so we didn't go questing
Come
from
to us and
2022
make yourselves known.
to 2025. So that's 3 years of not questing. In Ragnarok Online, we were just, every time we would log in, we would just level up. And we would only play for a couple of weeks to maybe a month and a half, and then we'll focus on other things or play other games. But now I feel good that we are able to quest and catch up with the lore. And I'll do all the instances and quests, main stories and side quests. There we go. We're part of the
Spirits, the
ancient
Dread Wolf
elves.
asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
No visions of the past. Solas sent these spirits out to fight the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
Oh, I think I'll be good at that.
Good for you. I'm happy for you, Valara. I'm glad that she's enjoying it. But yeah, it's like, so I guess Solas and Assan summoned disruptive spirits. Not so very good spirits. Whoa, look at those fire arrows. This is the real war between Solas and his group of rebels against the Evanuris.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Yeah.
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp.
What is going on up there? They got bugged. One guy was trying to climb up the ladder again. He didn't want to join the fight. You've got 2 options here. There is this ladder, and there is the ground. Ability on cooldown, terrible.
Okay, think like a spirit of disruption.
I'll go ahead.
We're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
Well, the gods were lying to you. And I proved you all wrong. So, what is down here? Can we not go down here? I guess not. Let's go ahead and go through that archway, gateway.
More enemies, go!
But it feels so nice when you've caught up, you finally caught up after all these years when it comes to self-appointed tasks. As well as gaming tasks. Goals, rather. Gaming goals. And you just feel so much more free. You've got a sense of freedom and accomplishment and dopamine.
We're almost through to their citadel, and the Evanurus know it.
Let's go! Oh man, that's a lot of burned people. Burned tree people.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Yes, we shall.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
Yes.
More of them.
We are the spirit of disruption. Death to all tyrants! Let's go!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast!
How dare you people working for the wrong side of history? Why are you guys working for the Evanurus? They're tyrants. Ooh. I am the spirit of disruption.
The gods
Whoa,
send aid!
what was that?
Just as far as you go.
What was that? Ah! No! What was that? What happened?
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the citadel.
We
Wait,
failed.
that body's me?
That was me.
It was not for
Spirit of
nothing, my
disruption.
friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Oh, really?
Distraction?
No force could have breached their citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths.
Oh,
Solas,
no.
we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Assan.
But you could have been,
Let that be a
truthful
comfort.
to them.
That this war did not
Honest.
corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
Whatever. You are always making decisions that I don't agree with. Solas.
Ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solas didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
They did call him the god of lies and trickery. He was the villain in a lot of Dalish stories I've heard.
Let's see what this fragment can tell us.
That's true, that's true. And that's probably why we did, we needed to beat the betrayal of Assan, that boss that we fought a couple of streams ago. Maybe in the end he did betray Assan, his general, his second in command. Rose's boss soul has always been the same. I know. He hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. Leveled up twice today. Let's pat ourselves in the back. I'm so happy. Pat ourselves on the back, rather. Congratulations, team. I don't know why my view is kind of bugged. It's kind of bugged, but it's just how it is sometimes, I guess. Maybe it's my mouse, maybe it's the game. Oh! Here's the statuette that altar over there, down there rather, was pointing to.
That Fade Tear is spewing blight. That must be how the gods are sending blight into the Crossroads.
Where? What? Is it inside this? I cannot see. Oh yeah, it is a Fade Tear. We do need to find another boss, I guess. He's probably inside that. But I wonder how to get to him. Or them. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, like in Inquisition I found it really hard to bond with Solas. A lot of his way of thinking, a lot of his decisions just don't really mesh with me. I'm not really, you know, I don't agree with his decisions. There are other ways, but I feel like he's very nihilistic. And I thought that I was already a very nihilistic person because my jokes in real life, you might hear some of them in the stream, but my jokes in real life are quite nihilistic. I have been known to have a dark sense of humor in real life, very cynical. But yeah, Solas is more nihilistic in terms of actions. At least my nihilism is just in terms of humor. Yay, we're on our way. But his decisions are nihilistic. He would rather send those spirits to their death, thinking that it's best for them because they died doing things that they loved, without even telling them the truth, you know? Like maybe they would have sworn their loyalty to Solas regardless. If he had only told them the truth that there is a big chance that they would not make it because that citadel is so highly fortified and they've got a horn that went boop, and it reminded me of the harrowing noises of the thing from Mass Effect. The Reapers. Orlesian Sovereign, uncommon trinket Harding, gained precision the first time Harding used an ability during each encounter, I guess? A weighty Orlesian coin kept as a reminder of a life-changing event. The stamp shows it was minted in 944 Dragon. Interesting. I can't remember exactly what happened in 944 Dragon. I had to look that up. I'm not good with dates. Dates and numbers? No. We've got Illuvians here, so this is the Illuvian room. So we have gone and explored almost every part of this island in the Crossroads. Except for the one with the boss. And there's another one that is loft with a revenant or a champion essence loft. Ooh, that one's broken. We can take that illusion. And then this one as well. I wonder if these illuvians could be reinstated, could be fixed later on in the game, because I feel like they could. It's not just set dressing because they appear on your map, on your compass and mini map as well. Ooh, look at that. The Anderfels. Let's go, friends. Let's go, my dear bunnrings. We can only bring Harding? Oh yeah, because she is the one with the contact. A warden's best friend. Meet Harding's warden contacts. Travel to the high Anderfels via the Crossroads for fast travel. With the threat of darkspawn and blight brought on by the gods, the team must seek out Grey Wardens who are more sympathetic to their cause.
Let's go.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
What's going on?
Your
Is that a
distraction
troll?
worked. Could have
It's
said
a
it when we were
darkspawn.
farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
An Orlegian
Antoine,
warden.
Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I can imagine.
What have you come to talk about?
The elven gods are changing the blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demeta's Crossing. They overran it with the blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the blight, we need warden help.
True.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But
Explain what?
You believe me?
that the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story.
A lot lines up.
You've got to trust Harding. Do something about, please. We want to help.
Whatever you've heard from the first warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the first warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say.
We're not exactly the first warden's favorites. Your
really?
word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
Find
If the Darkspawn are
evidence.
changing, Davrin might help.
There we go.
Even among wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a
Monster
mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
Thank you, friends.
I married someone with good advice.
Oh,
You find
you're a married
Davrin,
couple.
and we'll keep after the blight.
I hope you two make it out alive.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Yes, thank you. Harding approves. I'm so happy that the wardens are here to help us. Let's go and meet Davrin. Are we gonna meet him here?
Well, I'd say we found the camp.
He's out. He's monster hunting.
So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Is he still here?
Were they ambushed?
I thought he was just hiding to see if we're a threat. We're a threat. Ooh, someone's watching us. Who is this? What is going on here? Oh, no, it's a griffin! It's a griffin! Oh, baby! Oh, hey, Davrin! Oh, I think Assan doesn't like us.
Easy, boy.
How sweet. It's so cute. A griffin! Don't eat me, stay. A griffin.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
He looks happy.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
I'm
Rook.
I'm okay.
Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking
I'm
for
a
Davrin.
friend.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like darkspawn? Griffins hunt darkspawn.
Do I look like a darkspawn to you, Davrin?
You've got bigger problems than us. We found blight on the
A
tent.
baby, says Rose. It
What?
is a baby griffin.
Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Boop. There we go. Time to fight, Davrin.
Assan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
He's just a baby, so we need to take care of him. Oops, sorry
got a scent.
about your
Follow the
supplies,
squawks.
Davrin.
I thought griffins were extinct.
They,
We want
they
the
were
world to
supposed
think
to
that.
be
It's
extinct.
why we're training in the middle of nowhere.
I see.
Assan,
Cacti.
don't get too far ahead.
He's such a wily baby.
That kind of sounded like a no.
It
If he
reminds
even
us.
listens, has a mind of his own.
It reminds me of my little doggy baby, our little doggy baby. Oh, are we full of cacti needles now? I
You
can't
spotted
see you,
something.
baby. Oh, he's over there. Wait, I don't want to miss anything, Davrin. Let me go back up. I'm so happy we have another companion. Let's see. He is suspicious of us, and he is in the right to be suspicious of us. But that wasn't a very smooth first meeting. It wasn't a meet cute, as what they say. Because you know, don't they call it meet cute, where in movies and TV series you meet your match? So I was hoping for a more smoother, more charming first impressions, but I understand he wasn't. He's suspicious of us. He doesn't know who we are, and this is supposed to be a secluded location known only to Grey Wardens, and we are not Grey Wardens. Those two things, those stuff there, like those pillars over there, remind me of Fallout 76. The sky train that was broken down. That was broken down in the game. Oh, traces of things. Corpses.
Darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn.
Darkspawn corpses.
These are part of the training.
Assan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Assan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He's a bit too tough.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Assan. They're around here somewhere.
He's a bit too tough on Assan. I don't know if I like him enough because I don't like people that are a bit too tough on whoever they're training. I believe in... Ooh, yay! A trinket for Davrin. Davrin's weapon damage is converted to fire. Yay! We're both fire. Oh, but like knife that has been worn down and resharpened countless times. I believe in empathy and gentleness. So I'm not really into people that are tough, too tough to their core. People they're training. Well, we'll see. It could just be one of those things, a tsundere as they call it in Japanese pop culture. Tightly rolled note. We scoured the Weishaupt libraries and found nothing useful for training griffins. The archivist said all griffin texts were lost or destroyed over time. That's so mean. Why would they do that? Which means Remy and I are starting from scratch. We'll approach this like a falconer would and hope griffin instincts are the same. Maybe. They could be cousins. Oh, Warden Lancet.
How do we get up that?
Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Assan was paying attention.
Assan can reach certain switches and dig up dirt piles. That's so useful. Look at the object. Press tab, select the companion ability, then release tab. Okay, so that's how Assan is going to be able to help us with that. Good. Let's go. Griffin strike.
Assan, hit that!
Yay! Thank you, baby.
That's impressive. You teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard.
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them.
He is just a bodyguard, and he's what is that called? He's acting as if he is a trainer. But yeah, I'm not gonna judge him immediately. I didn't do that for Nev. I didn't do that for Lucanus. Well, I don't know. I guess it's because Lucanus, Nev, we all know Harding from Inquisition, and Belara, they didn't seem too tough, you know. But if I didn't judge Cassandra when I first met her, But I don't know. I guess it's like it's a bit different for me. Like her toughness is what I. Ooh,
Hold up. There's the darkspawn.
Look at that. It's a darkspawn.
Let's get in there.
I hate fighting darkspawn. Something in me just recoils from them.
Because they're
That's why it's
disgusting.
a job for professionals.
You see? Like Cassandra's toughness in Inquisition, I warmly welcome it, okay? Because I don't know. I think it's because of social expectations. You know, if you're a woman, you shouldn't be tough. If you're a man, you should be tough, type of thing. So when I encounter a tough woman, I welcome it, right? But if I encounter a tough man, I feel like, well, you know, that's what the society wants you to be. So I don't know if you're really tough or not. It's just me. It's just me. I think too much into things. I read too much into things rather. I try to philosophize every single day.
Remy, where are you?
That's why. It's just. But I'm interested to learn more about him, spend time with him. Maybe he is a. Maybe he's a tsundere. He could be. Wait for me, Remy. I'm just here to loot up. Another memento. Lost Sketchbook Horns, a sketchbook page, artist unknown, featuring precise illustrations of animal horns. A note in the margins read, he claimed the horn was an August ram's. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. So what could it be of? I don't get it. I'm sorry. Rose says Cassandra also wasn't too tough, just stern from what I remember. Yeah, and she was rightly so. She was rightly so because it did look bad for us. It did look as if we were involved in the, you know, in what happened in the conclave. And because she was the right hand of the divine, of course she was very close to the divine, and you know, if you lost your friend in an incident, you would also be very destructing. You would be very suspicious and what do you call that? Stern towards someone who could be involved in it. It could have been involved in it. Distrusting was what I wanted to say. What happened to Remy?
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Oh, no,
Davrin, remember? A light touch. Assan's still learning.
Exactly, Davrin.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
No, Remy! No! No. Remy, we've just met.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it.
Okay.
Started happening 7-8 months ago.
I see.
Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them.
All right. Just a moment. Is there anything that we missed here before we progress? Rose says Davrin sounds like he could be a major gutsy. I know. Major gutsy in Fallout. Yeah, I'm not really fond of people who are this tough, very militaristic and tough. But I am still going to, you know, want to get to know him, and I am not just going to judge him from our first impressions. He could also be a softie. A hidden softness. Maybe there's a reason why he is trying his best to be tougher than most other Grey Wardens that we've met. There we go.
Assan, on me!
Lancet, where are you? Hello, Assan.
No time for hide and seek, Assan. This is real.
Assan, is that Elven?
It's Elven for arrow. Hope he grows into it.
That's so cool. His name means arrow. I love him already. Assan, not Davrin.
More darkspawn here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloomhowler. It's going after the other griffins.
Oh, that's
There
bad.
are other griffins?
Yes!
Whole
Let's
family.
go!
Assan's brothers and
Oh,
sisters.
I want to meet them all. I want to meet them all.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this.
Point it. Point it for me, Davrin. I can't see I can't see the ladder. Okay, so it's up there. Okay, Assan, can you please help me with this? Good job, good boy. Such a good boy. You're making me proud.
Watch out, Rook! Darkspawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here. Assan can help with the fight.
I don't want Assan to help with the fight. He's just a baby. Davrin, we're not seeing eye to eye. I mean, you look great, Davrin.
Watch out, one
I
more to
just
go.
have a
Big
problem
one.
with your personality.
I see it.
It's a colossal berserker rather. He's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed. But I feel like Davrin is young. He's young enough to change. Oh, thank you. We've bonded. I don't agree with his personality, but we've bonded somehow.
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there.
This guy is stuck. Oh, how can we go up there? The elevator, I guess? I love how Davrin is an elf. Oh, okay, it's through this ladder.
The elevator's behind that blight. Let's get through it.
No, I'm gonna get that loot first. But yeah, he can still change and open up when it comes to his I don't know, just maybe just a tamer version of him. Like, he doesn't need to project too much, doesn't need to be too tough. He can show his vulnerabilities, he can open up and all that. That's what I expect from his character growth. That's what I expect to see. Okay. Let's go ahead and destroy that light orb. I'm just gonna look at my map to see if there's anything that we could have possibly missed. I guess there's nothing. We are almost towards the end, heading towards the end of the stream, but I would
Never
love
seen
to complete
Darkspawn
this
this
quest
bold.
first.
Unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
There is a
The
blight.
wardens told you this?
I told them. But your first warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
Why does the Gloomhowler want the griffins?
Exactly.
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of darkspawn? These
the
griffins
gods.
are a secret.
I like his Valislin, I like his hair, I like his ears. He is an elf after all. It's just his personality. We need to make him open up a bit more and show his gentle side. Oh, there was a griffin graffiti there. That was cute. I love baby griffins. They're not babies now. I'm so glad that we are able to explore the Anderfels. It is a very rugged area. Rugged terrain. Let's go. Goodbye. Oh, hey! Hey, Assan.
Hi! Keep moving.
Hi.
The area's not far.
No. Don't tell me what to do. I want to go down. Ooh, scary! Scary dark swan. You guys take care of them. I'm gonna loot up downstairs. I really need to put more skills. I'll do that towards the end of this, or after the stream. Off stream, I will do it off stream. So that we can be better. More powerful for the next stream, which will be Wednesday night. A memento! Lost sketchbook wings. The sketchbook page, artist unknown, featuring wings from various creatures that are drawn in great detail. A note at the bottom reads, "It must fly. How else did it vanish?" What is this? Who's writing these sketchbook pages? Whose sketchbook is it? Who does it belong to? Is it Davrin's? Is he an artist? Does he draw? But yeah, I didn't have any trouble with first impressions when it comes to Lucanus, Nev, Harding, Bellara. But with Davrin, yeah, he's a bit too tough for me. We'll see, we'll see. Oh my, stop targeting me, Dark Swan. You have to be patient. Wait your turn. I'm still looting.
Damn it, it's Lancet!
No!
I want this
Lancet.
thing's head on a pike!
Bloodstained notes. Training going well. The griffins learn faster together. One picks up a trick, then the others try it out. That's so cute. And they're all siblings, right? How loud they get, the little mischief makers. They're also growing faster than I thought. I'll ask Davrin too. The rest is illegible. Oh no. Poor Lancet. Training the griffins. I love my baby Assan. He's such a sweet little baby griffin. He loves playing and doing tricks. What is that? Oh, we said it at the same time. What are you? Who are you?
Exploding darkspawn? What is this?
What is this?
Like I
Resident
said,
Evil?
This light's different. Everything's wrong.
Resident Evil? Are we playing Resident Evil?
I can hear the other griffins. Let's get in there.
Wait, there's tentacles on the ground. I want to kill them all. We're not in Hermaeus Morris realm. I'm not very fond of tentacles. The only thing with tentacles that I love is takoyaki. No, baby griffins! Oh no. No.
More griffins! We have to get them out of there.
I'll free you,
Can't.
babies.
Some kind of blood magic on these locks.
Blood
It's okay.
magic? How
Just
dare
calm
you
down.
people?
You too, Rumtail. We'll come back for both of you.
Someone's called Rumtails? Rumtail? That's a cute name. Rumtail. Which one is Rumtail? Are you Rumtail? I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna kiss you. Oh no! One of them is a little sick or scared. This one is eager to get out. Are you Rumtail? Are you Rumtail? Which one of you is Rumtail? I'm gonna kiss you all. But first I have to ask for your consent, because bodily autonomy has to be taught early. Can I please kiss your cute little beaks? Can I be a trainer for griffins? Can I be their mama or papa? I want to be their papa. I would love to be a griffin trainer. I would love to take care of them. Thank you for the potions, BioWare.
Heads up.
I don't need
We've
them.
got
but-
one more dark spot. Mean looking.
Okay. Okay. Just, I guess this is a boss fight. We'll do it together, Davrin and Harding. Is this where you train your griffins to fly? That's a long way down. Or maybe this is their graduation ceremony. It's their graduation ceremony. That's when the griffins are old enough to fly long distances, I guess. Oh, let's look at Davrin's skills. Death from above. That sounds really cool. And he has fire damage. Let's do this. Death from above. Yes, he's leveled up again.
Yellow, you want? You're not taking these griffins.
Woo! Light killer! So he was previously using Grey Edge. This heavy iron sword has held steady in Davrin's hand through countless battles. The blade never seems to dull. Attack my target, applies burning versus darkspawn. So he's also a fire warrior like me. Blight killer plus 5, that's what we're going to switch it for. 164 physical damage. It's also rare. It's a rare longsword. 191 stagger. Attack my target, applies vulnerability to fire damage. That's so cool. That's really important because we're both fire too. An intimidating one-of-a-kind sword cut from solid obsidian. It is perfectly balanced. I feel like that is going to benefit Davrin. And by extension us as a team.
Stormwind, I'll be back for you.
Stormwind!
They're there. Don't worry, Big Tooth. We'll get you out.
Calm down, little babies. Little babies, we'll get you out. Stormwing, Big Tooth. I want Rumptail. Can Rumptail be my baby? Be my baby. My one and only baby. Gloom Howler, who are you?
Their blood is mine. So it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
Exactly, look at that sword of his.
And I'll collect, Warden. On both of you.
No need to be nasty. Try it. Let them go. Let them go! Oh, Davrin approves.
Leave these animals alone. They aren't yours.
They've always belonged to me.
How? Why would you say that? No! No! Wait, how can...
Mortal threats are a dull blade.
No! No! She took all the babies away. How can we take them back? No, your siblings, Assan. Oh, poor baby.
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
We'll take them back. Whatever it takes.
What if we could help get them back?
Yes.
I'd ask. What's the catch?
I need a monster hunter.
There we go.
For the blight to end all blights.
Yes.
The first warden agreed to this?
No, we don't need approval. The first warden is wrong.
The first warden is wasting time, treating this like any other blight. We can't wait for him to take action.
Going against Weishaupt's orders?
Yes.
I don't have a choice. There are powerful mages behind all this, and we have to hunt them down.
Well, you did save Assan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if
Definitely
you can help
not.
get the other griffins back.
Oh, he's happy. He's eager.
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food.
I don't
All
have
right.
any. What do you eat?
Come on, Assan. Let's get to know our new friends.
But what do you eat? Tell me what he eats. You didn't let me loot, Davrin. How dare you? Just kidding. Quest complete. A warden's best friend. While seeking an ally in the Grey Wardens, the team met Davrin and his young griffin, Assan. Yay, we have bonded with him. But disaster struck with a terrifying monster. The Gloom Howler stormed the griffin eyrie and kidnapped Assan's brothers and sisters. Davrin agreed to join the team on the condition that they continue to hunt the Gloom Howler and rescue the missing griffins. Could the Gloom Howler be a former Grey Warden? Because she said that they belong to her.
So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cozy.
We're spirits.
And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Assan a nice...
Hello. Hey babies, hi friends. What happened?
What's wrong?
Everything's wrong. Treviso and Minrathis are both under attack.
What are
Blighted dragons. 2 of them.
What?
1 for each city.
Damn it! So the dragon at Demeter's Crossing wasn't the only one.
You got back just in time.
You were with me, Harding. What are you talking? You were with me the entire time, Harding. What about the gods? So let's get moving. What do we know? Let's get moving.
Then grab your gear and let's go.
Go where? We cannot be in 2 places at once. Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathis to burn?
Nev.
Oh no.
You're a shadow, Dragon Rook. You know the Viper, Tarquin, every damn shadow.
This is gonna be a tough choice.
We'll fight to the end, but people will get hurt, or worse. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage.
I don't know what
They'll
to
make
do.
a push for the throne.
I don't know what
and
to do.
hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
A Rose says at least he's faster to bond with than Nev. That's true. And she adds, what? Harding? OMG, is this a choice? Like, Kaden or, what is the other guy, woman's name? Ashley? That was an easy choice. That will always be an easy choice for me. But this one? Oh no. Why would the gods move now? Last thing we need. What kind of dragons are they?
Is there any chance that we can hit...
Damn it! There's no time! It's my city. Our city. I need to be in Minrathis.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
No, Harding looks really sad.
What's our move, Rook?
Oh no! Help Nev and the Shadows stop the Blighted Dragon in Minrathis and prevent a Venatori coup. Or help Lucanus and the Crows protect Treviso civilians from the Blighted Dragon and resultant blight poisoning. I feel like, for me, personally, Treviso, like he said, like Lucanus said, is really... It's not... What do you call this? It's not a fortress. It's not... They don't have defenses, that's what he said. And then also, they are also under attack, under the Antam invasion. Minrathis, on the other hand, you've got a lot of magisters, magic people, you know? People that should help you. I know that they are also under Venatori threat. I'll be back, friends. I'll be back. I need to look this up. Treviso or Minrathous? Oh no. I played as a crow and a dragon. This is from Reddit. Saving each city with their respective background. I feel as if Treviso was the city we were meant to save, but Minrathous' devastation is so much greater in my opinion. That's just so sad. I think Minrathous' devastation being greater makes it the better city to let fall. Narratively, just feels a lot more punishing, which is a good thing. IMO. That's what someone said on Reddit. Let me see. Whoa, no. Saving Minrathous is a little pointless, someone said on Reddit. Not for the Shadow Dragons, but in terms of huge narrative impacts. Minrathous still gets put through the ringer in the ending anyway. Oh, that's a spoiler. Oh, okay. I don't want to read more of that. But let me see. Help Minrathous or Treviso? Let me check. Let me check. Okay, so if we save Minrathous, the next quest will be On Blighted Wings, where you will assist Nev to save Minrathous. This impacts your relationship with Nev positively and everyone else other than Lucanus. Treviso to be blighted, leading to unique quests and a reset of waypoints you found throughout the city. The shops and other features are displaced. Dialogue throughout the city changes. After completing the dragon quest, Lucanus receives a unique status of Hardened. Lucanus no longer uses support abilities, but damage abilities are more effective. His skill tree is reset to reflect this. Your relationship with him progresses slower. Lucanus will be unavailable to join the party for several missions and will not be present at the lighthouse. You lose 100 points of faction favor with the Antivan Crows, but gain 150 with the Shadow Dragons, and you cannot romance Lucanus. Oh no! That's terrible. Your next quest, if we help Treviso, our next quest will be on Deadly Wings, where we'll assess Lucanus in saving Treviso. It impacts our relationship with Lucanus positively and everyone else other than Nev. Minrathous is blighted, leading to unique quests and a reset of waypoints we found throughout the city. Shops and other features were displayed. Dialogue throughout the city changes. Nev will be hardened. She doesn't use support abilities anymore. Damage abilities are more effective. Her skill tree is reset to reflect this. Relationship with her progresses slower. Nev will be unavailable to join the party for several missions and will not be present at the lighthouse. You lose 100 points of faction favor with the Shadow Dragons. This is according to IGN. Oh no. More people saved Minrathous compared to Treviso. I really don't know, people. I really don't know, my dear bunnrings. I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard. I don't know. Okay. So Nev, we find it harder to bond with Nev in the beginning because we weren't doing the main quest. It's not because of her personality or whatever. Lucanus, we found it easy to bond with him. It's just because we did his side quests and stuff. We haven't done Nev's side quest. I think that personally, defense speaking or logically speaking, I would save Treviso more because they don't have defenses. Don't let the hardened status of your companion deter you. This is from siliconera.com. You can still romance a character, but it will be considerably more challenging. Okay, so I guess IGN was wrong. You can actually still romance that character. It seems, because if you save Minrathous, you cannot romance Lucanus, according to IGN. Maybe that was wrong. Their bond will go up much lower compared to other party members. In the end, I picked to save Minrathous since I like the city more, but you pick which options fit your character best. That's what. Oh, sorry. My PNG is not moving. I'm sorry about that. It happens. What about Dorian? Says Rose on YouTube. Oh no. I hope he's fine. I hope he's fine. Let me end that task. I really hope that he'll be fine. Okay. Rose showed me something. let me just check it. This is so hard. This is such a hard decision for me. Saving Minrathous yields more content for Dorian and Mayveris. So that's an AI overview. Let me see. Let me see. Lucanus romance. Oh, if you save Minrathous, it is really difficult, or it's impossible to romance Lucanus. But if you save Treviso, you can still save. You can still romance Nev and Lucanus, although it's harder. Okay. All right, we'll save Minrathous. Okay, someone else on Reddit said, I saved Minrathous because I saw it as a better option of the two. Second playthrough, when I was a crow, I saved Treviso. The consequences of not saving Minrathous compared to consequences with Treviso were worse, in my opinion. Nev lost her home? Okay, we'll save Minrathous then. I just felt like, because of the presence of Magisters in Minrathous, makes it feel like they will be more able to, you know, fend off the dragon, right? Yeah, the shadow dragons get hit harder than the crows, but the actual city of Treviso gets hit harder than the actual city of Minrathous. Someone said that I felt like with all the magic in Minrathous, they should be able to protect their city better. Exactly. Okay. All right. We will be saving Minrathous because, you know, you all know. I love my brother Dorian. So we will be choosing the decision that will help us uplift him and support him and all that. Rose on YouTube says Treviso has Kunari though. Yeah, wait. Yeah, exactly. I know the Kunari are invaders, the Antam, but can they help? Minrathous has major, says Rose. Can the Antam help? What about Dorian? Okay, we'll help Minrathous. I don't want Nev. I don't want Nev to... Let me see. I wouldn't want Nev to lose her home. Okay? And I also want the choice, the decision that will make it possible for us to romance anyone that we later choose using the poll. It's just going to be harder if we want to romance Nev. Okay, let's do it. We help Minrathous.
We help Nev and Minrathous.
But the Treviso civilians...
I know, Belara. I feel bad.
I know. I don't like it either. But if the Venatori take control of Tevinter, it's gonna get a whole lot worse. That said, 2 of you should go to Treviso. See if you can help Lucanus get the civilians to safety. And we'll head to Minrathous.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, alright?
I feel bad that I haven't done Nev's, you know, story. Rather her personal quest. Okay, Nev will meet us in the Minrathous streets. We'll join with Davrin because we've just met him. This is a bit too early to make these, I don't know, like really important choices for the game. I feel like it's a bit too early. We haven't even met some of the companions. We haven't met Emmerich. We haven't met Tash. So, and then you want me to choose between Treviso or Minrathous? This is terrible. Okay, let's go. When we load up, we will be saving and we will be ending the stream. Oh no.
Circling the Anderalis grounds. Gotta hurry!
Sorry, friends, my dearest bunnrings, but we have to end the stream here. We will just pick up where we left off on Wednesday night, at a very climactic part of the game, even if we're probably not even halfway there. Sorry, Lucanus says. Oh wait, well. Never mind. Saving Minrathous makes us unable to romance Lucanus. What? Oh no. What have we done? It's okay. It's okay. I guess. Because it seems that if you save Treviso, you'll be able to romance Nev still. And Lucanus. But yeah. I care more about my brother Dorian. There we go. I'm sorry, Lucanus. I'm sorry. We might change our mind. We might do a we'll consider it, and then we'll pick up where we left off next stream. We'll see if we need to reload the previous save. But that's it for today. That is it for today. Okay, before we end, it seems that it's just harder to romance them. Really? So the information from Reddit and IGN are wrong? Is that it? Or the information, yeah, is wrong? I don't know. I had to look into it a bit more before we actually make our decision. That's why it's good that we have a couple of days. We have 2 days to think about it. But for now, let's go and present our Japanese word of the day. There we go. Our Japanese word of the day is Bijin. Bijin is a very simple Japanese word that means beautiful person. It is a combination of two words, bi, which means beauty, and then jin, which means person. Yeah, it's that kanji that goes like this, like a person, like a stick figure, which can either be read as hito or jin. Bijin. It means beautiful person. It literally means that. But it's mostly used to describe a beautiful woman. So it's mostly used to describe a feminine person who you think is attractive, classy, elegant, beautiful. It's different from the word kawaii, means cute, because that usually means that you're referring to an attractive younger person. Maybe they're 18, 19, 20. Maybe it's your cute little sister. I don't know. Maybe you're a 16-year-old person who thinks that they're very cute. I'm very kawaii. You can say that. But bijin is a bit more elegant type of beauty, a bit more mature. So maybe someone who's 25 and older or something like that. there we go. I hope you get a chance to practice using this word this week, bijin. You can use it to describe your crush. They're a beautiful person. They are bijin. And I hope you are learning very well from the Japanese words that we present to you every single stream. And let us know. Let me know what kind of what topics you would want for our next Japanese words of the day. I would be very interested in knowing. We can present Japanese words that are related to gaming. We can present. I don't know much Japanese slang, especially among Gen Zs, so I cannot teach you any. I'm not a Gen Zer myself, so and I don't have Gen Z friends, Japanese Gen Z friends, sadly. So I cannot really teach you Gen Z slang. But if there's a specific topic, maybe love and romance, maybe gaming, maybe traditions or Japanese culture or sociology, you can let me know. And maybe food. We can talk about Japanese food and recipes in our Japanese word of the day segment at the end of every stream. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you again Wednesday night for another part or episode of our Chill Play Dragon Age the Veilguard series, and by then we will have already decided on whether to save Minrathous or Treviso. Until next time, take care, good night, and goodbye.